Hi, welcome to this video on AI data privacy tips. This video is really going to look at how to make sure that you're maintaining data privacy in free chatbots. So if you're using tools like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Claude, Microsoft Copilot, those type of tools, you want to make sure that when you're using them, that they're not actually collecting your data to train their model on, especially if it's sensitive data. So if you have an organization which has its own preferred chatbot, often they will manage the data settings. And if you're using organizational information, I recommend to use the organization's chatbots. However, if you are using chatbots for other purposes and you want to maintain confidentiality and privacy, then you will certainly want to either subscribe to a paid plan, or easier still is that you can actually turn off the privacy or turn on the privacy settings to make sure your privacy is maintained. Now I've got the screen open for Google Gemini Flash, my free version, as you can see there. I've also got a paid version, but I'll use the free version for this demonstration. And I've got Google Gemini to help me to come up with a prompt that you can use for any of your chatbots that you might be using. Now, generally, if it's a free chatbot, you're the product. So you actually want to make sure you're not the product and that you're not using it to train the model with your data. So simply type in the following command, or they call prompt, is how do I disable data training for my conversations in AI chatbots? Really simple command or prompt, I should say, and hit submit. And now it's going through and answering. So it says disabling data training for your conversations in AI chatbots is a crucial step for protecting your privacy. Yep, and then it gives you some principles. Look for data controls or privacy settings. Opt out of improve the model or model training. Consider temporary chats or incognito modes. Be mindful of what you share, even with data training disabled. Assume that some level of data retention might occur for a short period, such as safety reviews. Avoid sharing highly sensitive or personal data. And if you are looking at sharing highly sensitive or personal data, make sure you thoroughly de-identify it first. Okay, change whatever it can, make it more generic and less specific, and that'll help to protect the data. Review the privacy policies. So you can also use a prompt, which, if you're in ChatGPT, you can type in ChatGPT, what are your data privacy policies? And it will give you a summary of its data policy or its privacy policy. You can also ask it to include a hyperlink that points you straight to where it has it on their website. And that way you're not relying on AI to give you the answer, because sometimes AI can make stuff up, but you're actually able to double check yourself to make sure what you're reading is accurate. Now, here are some specific instructions from the same prompt it's got for ChatGPT and the different apps as well. So you've got mobile apps as well as signed out users, and Google Gemini, Grok, Microsoft Copilot, Anthropic's Claude, LinkedIn, Adobe, and you might also get others such as X, and Facebook has its own as well. And there's a few other ones which have their own chatbots as well. So it also has some important considerations here. Retroactive opt-out. So in most cases, changing these settings only affects future conversations. Data that's already been collected and used in training may not be removed from existing models. So remember that. Loss of features. Some AI chatbots might limit certain features like personalized responses or extensions if you disable data training. Okay, so if you're wanting it to remember stuff and you're saying, but you can't, but don't train your model on our data, then it can't do both. So, or I believe it can't. I might be wrong. I'm not an expert in this area, but that would be my assumption. There's offline chatbots which you can use as well. So there are some models which you can download, and if you type in, what are some offline chatbots that I can use, you can download them onto your computer and run it. So that way it's not going back from the internet at all. It's purely staying, the large language model is staying on your computer. And that's probably the safest of all. You don't have to be as worried about privacy. However, the privacy aspect or the risk aspect is if other people can use your computer or log into your profile. So if you're going to do that, you still need to have some security measures to protect your data from from other people observing your data. And then read terms of service. Companies that update their privacy policy, so it's a good idea to review them periodically. So don't assume that once you've read it that you don't never have to read it again, that they do actually update their policies from time to time. Okay, so hopefully that's been helpful. Certainly, I really encourage people to use AI. I think it's the future, and you are going to, the more you use it, the more you're probably going to see the benefit and use it more and more. But this particular video is really important because this is the fundamental. Even before you start using it, you should be turning off some of these features so that it's not training on your sensitive data. Okay, thanks very much. If you liked the video, hit like. And if you want more of these sort of videos, hit subscribe. And glad I could be helpful. Bye now.